Create a new layer titled Brick Lines Right. Now I'm going to demonstrate how to draw these. They need to be straight down, just like your other lines. Make sure you curve the edges still. What we don't want to see is bricks on an angle. When you zoom out, you can see the illusion isn't very successful. So continue down all the way until you reach the bottom. Again, you can choose how large or wide these bricks need to be. But the important thing not to forget is to also curve in the corners, because that's where the bricks would stop. Make sure you do this on the right side of the wall and the left side of the wall. It's a little detail that makes a big difference. Let's add another brand new layer called Brick Lines Left. And you're going to do the same thing on this side, which I'm going to skip showing you because you've already seen it.
Alright, it is time to turn on the center layer because we're going to use it to create a pavement. That means you need one more brand new layer called Pavement as well. Using the studio pen, we are going to draw lines from the center point for our 1 point perspective towards the floor. They're just vertical lines, a few of these, to make it seem like the concrete floor in an alleyway. After you've finished drawing these lines, you can erase any lines that are above the floor section on the bricks, and you'll see that illusion start to appear. We're going to create a brand new layer and put that at the very bottom behind all of the other layers, called Brick Background Color. For this color, you need to think about what your wall is going to look like. Is it grey brick? Is it classic red brick? This is totally up to you. I chose a more traditional red brick. Again, it could be a crazy color if you like. You're going to draw this behind all of the bricks you've already drawn. I'm outlining here so I can paint bucket drop into it instead of having to colour it all by hand. So first I need to outline the area that I want to paint bucket drop, making sure there's no gaps in between, otherwise it won't work. Then I just drag that little dot from the corner over into the area I want to fill and fix any mistakes I have there too. Alright, we're going to create another layer called Pavement Color. This color will be obviously the color of your floor. I would suggest a grey, as most concrete is grey and we're kind of going for that look. But if you have a different idea, you can go for that as well. Finally, your background colour is the sky. So choose whichever colour you like for the sky here. I went for a kind of a grey blue as I'm trying to create a bit of a kind of dirty, sad mood here. Now for the exciting part, a new layer, Brick Shading Scale. This is actually going to be our reference point we're going to use throughout the shading process. So first start by just drawing yourself a little square to plop your shading scale onto, and we need to bring that all the way up to the top, otherwise it will hide behind the bricks. Now with the colour of your bricks, I want you to hold down on the area that you chose the bricks so that you can select that colour. Colour in a little swatch. We're going to call this mid-tone. This is our base colour for our bricks. And from here, we're going to create the highlights and the shades. Open the color menu and click the classic section. Here you can see there's a value scale, so we can change a color's darkness or lightness on that bottom slider. To create our highlight, we need to select our color of our brick and move that slider upwards so that it's a nice light color. Put this on your shading scale as our highlight, our lightest shade. Next, you need to go back to that slider and move it down all the way to create a really nice deep shadow. This is going to be our darkest shade. And in between those two, we need a mid shadow. It's the shadow between the deep shadow and the mid tone. This is going to create our medium shade. I've brought in a picture here to show you kind of what the difference is between all of these shadows on an actual photo of bricks. The highlight can be seen in the top right corner of the brick. I'm going to demonstrate to you here what that will look like when you're shading.